Hello and welcome to Let's Play Fire Emblem 3, known as Mystery of the Emblem. So for this playthrough, we're gonna be going through Book 1, and this is from the actual cartridge of the game, so nothing is translated, but it's not that difficult to play. As long as you played one previous Fire Emblem game, you have a basic idea how it works. But other than that, it's not that difficult, and like I can't read this, but I have a basic idea what's going on. So through pictures, basically humans are under attack by dragons, and then the humans pray to their gods, which to them are the divine dragons. Kind of strange because they're still dragons, but whatever. So they pray to, in this game it's called Naga, and so Naga slays one of the berserk dragons, which in this picture is an earth dragon, with a shield and a sword, which are plot points later on in the game. And a star with a sword in the middle. I don't know what that is trying to say. So, Naga takes the gems from the shield, disperses them, it looks like, gives the shield and the sword to the humans. Yeah, and in the early stages of Fire Emblem history, he's called Naga instead of Naga, which is what everyone calls it now, which it's debatable on which one is correct or whatnot. Since this is book 1, the image in the background won't really mean anything right now, because that's the last few chapters of book 2. So, let's get to it. And there was the continent of Arcania or Arcania, whatever. It doesn't really matter how you prefer it, the traditional Japanese or the American way. So the top one is continue, and the second option is new game. So we'll just do that and select file 3. The top one is book 1, and that's book 2. So like I said, we're doing book 1 first. I have a translation with me, which I will be reading off of only on just the map dialogue. When it comes to the actual dialogue in the game, in the middle of each map, you can go and watch my Shadow Dragon Let's Play, which is all in English. And this Let's Play is mainly just for the gameplay and not so much for the story, because the story is pretty easy to follow even without playing anything at all. So, in the distant past, the continent of Arcania was invaded by the Dohur Empire, led by the Manakut king Mediath. The people lived in fear and despair. The holy kingdom of Arcania, which had always guarded the world, was also destroyed by the horrific power of the Dark Dragon. The world was facing ruin. However, the miracle occurred. Henri was a youth from the town of Arisha, and he went on a perilous journey to obtain the divine sword of light, Falchion, and used it to challenge and defeat the dark dragon Mediath. With Mediath's fall, the Dohur Empire vanquished. The kingdom of Arcania was restored, and the world entered an age of peace. Talking led from the kingdom of Arisha, many other countries also began to rebuild themselves. But 100 years after the war with Dohur, after many years has passed, Mediath resurrected at Dohur. He allied with the neighboring kingdom of Grinia and Macedonia, and restored the Durhur Empire. Also, he joined forces with Kadine's Archbishop Garneth, who shared the same ambitions of ruling the world as him, and launched an attack on the kingdom of Archania. Archania fought to the death, but under Grunia's general Camus and Medius' might, they suffered terrible losses. Aside from Princess Nina, the royal family was wiped out. Auricia's kingdom Cornelius who possessed the bloodline of Henri, left to defeat Medius. He took the falchion, the divine sword of legend, to battle, but was betrayed by Auricia's ally Gra, and died in battle. Following him, the kingdom of Auricia also fell. Prince Mouth, just 14 of age, managed to escape with the help of his elder sister, Princess Elise, and he fled to the distant island country of Talus. Yeah, I'm reading off of a translation patch, fully printed out, and it's from a few years back, so everything isn't correct on... Well, it's using the Japanese words of like Archania instead of Arcania and stuff like that. And so, Chapter 1, Mouth's Journey. Prince Mouth of Auricia was chased out of his homeland by the Durhur Empire. He was protected by the Aurician Knights, led by the veteran knight, Jagan, and he escaped after much struggle to the eastern island kingdom of Talus. The kingdom of Talus was a small country without even its own knights. Located at the frontier, the king of Talus lent his eastern forces to Mouth and offered him assistance. After the death of both his parents and his beloved sister's capture by the Empire, Mouth felt anxious. Prince Mouth, I understand your concern for your sister. However, you're only 14. You're too young to fight with the Empire. Please wait for now. Here you can train until you become strong enough. Under the care and protection of the Talus citizens, Mouth had passed 2 years at this country. Right now, it is fast approaching the day that he becomes 16 years of age. And there comes Sheeta to warn Mouth. That was Jagan, the guy we heard about, and there was Mouth, just turning 16, and Sheeta. And as you can see when they talk, the character portraits on the map, under the character sprites on the map, are moving, which I think is a nice touch. And you can't skip all this dialogue like I could with the map dialogue. With pressing the stop button, you have to manually go through everything, which kind of sucks. Alright, and here's Mouth. Only goes up to level 20, cannot class change like Sheeta can. And when she class changes, she doesn't become a Falcon Knight, she becomes, I think this game calls it either a Wyvern Knight or a Draco Knight. And here's Dragon, a Paladin with Silver Lance and an Iron Sword. And something strange with this game is that weapons have weapon level, so which is strange because Sheeta at a level 1 right now, she can use that Silver Sword, and that Iron Sword, he can only use that once he dismounts from his unit, which is one of the cool features of this game, which they brought back in a little sparingly in FE4, but that was only for one character, I believe. And then in FE5, all the units could do it again, but then after that they just dropped it entirely, which it does kind of slow down the game a little bit, but I kind of like it. And he was Gordon, cannot reach, and Alan. Oh, and another thing about this game, there are no, the weapon triangle was not invented at this point, so since I have a lance, and this thief has a sword. I don't get any bonuses for attacking him with the lance. Ting. And then, oops, don't mean that. So, you see that the sleeve is level 1. He also has XP of 40, and what that means, it doesn't mean he has 40 experience, it means when you kill him, you will get exactly 40 experience points. And javelins have 20 weight, which means you can never double with the javelin. And every stat caps at 20 except for HP in this game. Since I got some money, I'll send Jagan to the store. Buy one of those and one of those for now. Thank you. Let's see if I can show off this mounting. One moment. Okay, what? I need to remember. It's been a while since I played this game, so I need to remember what each button does. So, okay. Dismount. Good. Dismounting can be very useful, especially on a Pegasus Knight, because you can fly all the way up to an archer. If you don't know you're going to kill him, you can dismount and then attack with the sword, and then next turn you can go back to being on the Pegasus, and you can actually see the enemies and yourselves, they'll move, how far they can move. So unless it has a double like a hand axe, then he can only move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, and then 1 space out of that he can attack. I think I'll move Doga right there. And end my turn. One thing a little annoying about FE3, well, everything up until FE4, is that enemies' turns can take forever. Because I don't think you can adjust the enemy's movement or your movement on the map. I think it's fixed. And now it's my turn. Alright, I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Fire Emblem.